y'all. Let's get this show on the road. Yep. My bad, y'all. I just don't think it's healthy for me to watch that shit. So that's the reason why I don't watch it. Some people would say otherwise and shit like that, but I would beg to differ. If that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. But I'm just saying it ain't good for me. What's good for you ain't good for me. So, y'all can keep that. I'm just getting some of this morning salt off my windshield real quick. There we go. Let's see about these rims later. There we go. Had too much salt on there. And sometimes with that salt, when they get on there, it doesn't. When you try to hit it with the windshield wiper fluid and shit, it don't clean right. So they had a comedian up there telling jokes, and he talked about how he started the joke off with, yeah, y'all know about that little floating pile of trash? Yeah, that's called Puerto Rico. It's like, why would you say something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Puerto Rico is a United States territory too. So like, and not only that, like, why would you even say some shit like that? Like with all the rhetoric that people around Trump are saying, and some of the rhetoric that he said about people from shithole countries and all that stuff, and why would you even say some rhetoric that correlates right in the lines of bullshitism? It's bullshit. In my opinion, you're gonna have Dr. Phil over there. Hulk Hogan can barely get his t-shirt open. Yeah, I said it. He can barely get his goddamn t-shirt open. I just think it's fucking funny how people can sit there and not see what's lived live in the color in your face. I don't understand how they do it. It's pandering to bullshit. That's what that's all them cats sitting up there doing. Pandering to bullshit. And Dr. Phil gonna get up there. Thanks for the 3 people that showed up. Thank y'all for showing up. And then you're gonna have Dr. Phil on there talking about some America wasn't built on DEI. Yeah, well, slavery wasn't a choice. You know what I'm saying? And the Danford show wasn't. Well, maybe it was a little bit of diversity inclusion, because it sure didn't include white folks. You know what I'm saying? This country was built off of blood, sweat, and tears of Chinese, Mexicans. Hell, we took they shit. Indians. Hell, we took they shit. Native Americans. Sorry. Irish had some work in it. Irish had some work in it. Little kids in factories losing their fingers, arms, and shit like that, dying in these factories. Italians helped build a lot of them skyscrapers as well. It wasn't just Eastern Europeans, that built this country. It's crazy how people would say some shit like that. On what this country was built off of, and then somebody sit up over there and say a United States territory is a dump, is a floating trash heap. But that's what some of these cats do, man. I'm about to go put on some work on this trailer again, man. So I put on the bullshit. I can't do it. I ain't gonna sit up there and fuck up my clothes all day. But Hulk Hogan over there looking like a stroke patient trying to take off his shirt. I don't see no Nazis in here. Like, they ain't gonna dress like Nazis going there. But we all know who the neo-Nazis is voting for, and the damn for sure ain't voting for Kamala Harris. People can make all kind of jokes in the world and say she not black and all this stuff, but all they know. All it takes is a little bit of drop. A little bitty drop. A little bitty drop. You know what I'm saying? Little bitty motherfucking drop. And I didn't watch the whole thing. I mean, I didn't watch it at all because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But when you watch them snippets, it's bullshit. Weaving around. Is that what Donald Trump called a weave? What is a weave? Weaving away from the actual question and talking about what you want to talk about? Because that's what a lot of people do. And it's just not the vice president. It's just not Trump. It's just not Biden. A lot of people do that shit. You go on CNN and you have somebody ask somebody a tough question, they start talking about some bullshit. You go on the House floor, the Senate floor, the House Judiciary Committees, when they go live and shit like that, they don't answer all their questions. You know what I'm saying? They don't answer. Nobody answers all the questions. You know. Nobody answered every single question. I mean, I seen where people try to, but at the same time, and some of those people that be asking the questions, like some of the senators, congressmen, and shit like that, some of them, they're coming off as hostile. You know, yelling at the person that they called for the hearing to sit there. Basically, issued a warrant for them to show up, and then if they don't show up, threatening jail time. So you could basically say it's kind of like a warrant. You know, but what? How much gas? Okay, I can get gas when I'm on my way back from the bowels of. I'm going all the way. Well, on to Key West to Summerlin Key to Key West to work on this trailer. The axle will be done today. So that's a good thing, the axle. But back to this rhetoric. And then when even JD Vance is asked questions, he don't answer them all. Waltz don't answer them all. Nobody, y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need to cut that shit out, man. Like these cats. Even when they caught red-handed, they're masterful at damn, 35 people to talk about Trump. Damn, thanks for showing up. They're masterful at how would you say, flipping the script and not telling the truth. That's all they do. And this is the crazy part is, right? When people are saying, well, Biden and Kamala Harris, they need to calm down with their rhetoric because Donald Trump is having attacks on his life and stuff like that, right? When come to find out, both of the attackers are Republicans, and it seems like both attackers did what they did because of Donald Trump's mouth. The former president, probably soon to be as well, but they all, it seems like they did it because of his mouth. But nobody wants to hold Trump accountable for what he said that caused January 6th. With that same how would you say, with that same way of thinking, to say that with that same way of thinking, to make somebody that will make somebody open their mouth and say, y'all need to calm down with y'all rhetoric because of this, that, and the third, and do the right thing. Well, how come he not doing it? Well, how come you not calling him out for January 6th? When Majority Taylor Greene was calling people when Majority Taylor Greene was calling people was talking about these treasonous acts and all this stuff. You know what she said in the same breath? That y'all know treason comes with the death penalty. So you calling the president treasonous. You're calling the vice president treasonous. She was going around calling other people treasonous, but in the same damn breath, basically saying they should die. That's what she was saying, and she got away with it. With her rhetoric. Well, ask Mike Johnson and Acoma why haven't these so-called high crimes and misdemeanors went anywhere? Why did the Speaker of the House? Why did the Speaker of the House temporarily for a day give his powers to somebody else and not hold a House session? Why haven't they? But we all heard the rumors leading up that they weren't going to hold a session until after the election. So you mean to tell me none of y'all gonna work on the border crisis? You mean to tell me none of y'all getting together for these forest fires and hurricanes and making sure that the United States citizens have what they need? And then you got people out here saying, "Oh, we can't rely on the government, so these coal miners fix the long stretch of road." So how is the people that y'all serve is supposed to be properly helped out, all the way down to the fixing this house insurance shit in Florida? The housing insurance in Florida is off the chain, especially in Key West. Especially in Key West, it's fucking off the chain. Some of these people out here that I know probably won't be able to renew their insurance because they was just dropped. My boy Kenny was just dropped. So now they got to go out there and shop for another insurance. Some of these people are living off of interest in their pensions. And they're getting dropped off of their insurance. And now they're probably basically being told that they won't be able to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But a motherfucker can knock down a whole forest reserve to build a golf course. You know what I'm saying? It's like he said Aegon 17. What did he say? You know what he said? He would be in prison if he was guilty of everything. That don't work like that. It don't work like that, because if that's the case, what the rumors have been saying about a lot of these Hollywood executives, they should have been in jail. They should have been in jail. You know, it seems like everybody is more worried about, you know, the aspect of that that it's not the fact that people all know he committed a crime, but some people want to hide behind, well, if that was me, they wouldn't have been looking for me. Well, how come they wasn't looking? Well, how come they didn't pull that up? Whoop de whoop whoop. You're running for president. Of course, people gonna pull up your dirt. Of course, people are gonna pull up your dirt when you're running for president or you're running for any kind of seat. Of course, your dirt is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm a lost cause. Okay, cool. Oh God, I'm a lost cause. Oh my God, I'm a lost freaking cause. I don't know what to do with myself because I'm a lost cause. Oh God, I don't know whether or not I should go to work this morning because I'm a lost cause. I'm a lost cause, but you over there acting like, don't come over here and act like that, act like Trump has never said anything, didn't say anything. It's like one of those things, like he can't do no wrong, I guess. It's like one of those things, is like this whole very time he's like, with all these charges, he's not guilty of nothing. He's never done anything. He's never done anything, not one thing wrong. Never done anything wrong. Right? But then again, it's Okay, so now we're going to say the Republicans didn't do the same thing that the Democrats are doing to Donald Trump? Is that what you're going to say? Because it seems like every time somebody files a lawsuit on somebody, it seems like it's either the Republicans or Democrats did it. It's always they did it. It's never that the person did something wrong and they should be held accountable. Accountability is what's wrong with this. Is what's wrong with this whole world. People are not being held accountable for the shit that they do. In my opinion, I don't think enough people are being held accountable. And if you believe that this is not some sort of accountability, this is all because he's running for president, you're wrong. You're dead ass wrong. You know? Even with Mar-a-Lago thing, that was illegal. You can't hide behind, well, everybody do it. Well, everybody do it. People do. If that's the case, this person and that person will be sued, and this it's illegal. It's illegal. So you do it, you get caught, you do the time, and that's just what it is. It's the same thing with this P. Diddy stuff. People are saying, well, they only going after him because of this, that, and the third. But if the shit is illegal, what he did, he should be held accountable, right? Is right? I'm going 17 said, Trump bad, January 6th bad, guns bad, think yourself, homie. Yo, let me tell you something, son. I build guns. So what are you talking about? I build guns legally. Legally, I build guns. You know, not none of them. I don't do no 80% lawyers or nothing like 80% lawyers. I don't want nobody come looking for me. But I build guns. You know, and I do it like a law-abiding citizen should do it legally. I follow the fucking rules when I do it, because if I get pulled over, or some yahoo wants to make a name for himself and show up at my doorstep, I don't want no problems. You know, I don't want no problems, and I don't want nobody sitting up over there trying to make excuses for the dumb shit that I did. You know, folks need to be held accountable, bro. And you're trying to say, are you saying that January 6th wasn't bad? You know, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for Trump's rhetoric, Ashley Babbitt would be alive. She would be alive, and you can't blame it on whoever that shot her, because that's what you call the deadly force continuum. See, but a lot of you idiots out there, I'm not gonna call y'all idiots, my bad, but a lot of people out there, misinformed people out there, they don't know that deadly force has always been authorized. You know? And if you got people that's like scared for their life and scared for the safety of other people's lives, and believe that it's imminent threat to somebody's life, right? They are allowed to put that down. So I'm guessing now people are just able to just bum rush the White House and everything, and nobody should get in the Capitol, and nobody should know, and just let everybody in. You know, remember that lady? She was driving her car and hit the barricade, and they laid her down right there on the spot. Laid her down right there on the spot. Yeah, I don't think the guy should have done it, but at the same time is that's what you expect when it comes to your security. You expect your security to save your life. You expect your security to lay people down when need be. You know, that's the reason why a lot of these misinformed people with this new DOD directive are getting messed up. First of all, They have their horse blinders on when they're reading it, because if they said, "Oh, the DOD said they have the right to assassinate people." Whoa, 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 whoa. All this is my 3 cents. I could be wrong, man. I ain't what you call that thing? Represent nobody or no entity or something. I'm just, give my 3 cents. I could be wrong. But with the DOD directive, none of the rhetoric in there is talking about assassinating fucking civilians. But but everybody should know that deadly force is always authorized. It's always been. Has always been authorized. But the problem is it seems like every time somebody uses it, there's some problems. So somebody is supposed to be the law and order guy. Somebody is supposed to take a lot of the red tape and give it to the police officers so they could do their job without impunity, right? But it doesn't. But they can't do it when it's against the Republicans. They can't use it when it's against the Republicans. They can only use it when it's against everybody else, because that's what y'all saying. That's what y'all saying. The dude want to bring back stop and frisk. You got all these people out here with these cop watchers and people that don't want to roll their window all the way down and all this shit. Some people, I don't answer questions type of people and all this shit, right? And you got all these people around here, but y'all don't use the same language and logic and take it to here. It stops when it stops. It seems like law and order is convenient when it's for you. It seems like there's supposed to be a whole set of laws for you, but not for everybody else. Now I'm all for that the president shouldn't be locked up or found guilty for petty ass shit, right? I'm all for that, right? I'm all for that because of the symbolism on what the presidency means. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time is, if you do the crime and somebody call you out on it, it is what it is. It is what it is. And it's just what it is. You can't, people out here, stealing from the store because they're hungry, but nobody care about that shit. People out here saying lock them up. Make that make sense. I just think that some people, man, they just want a whole set of rules for somebody else, man. They don't want the rules to apply to certain people, man. They just don't want them. Damn, people still eating at McDonald's. They got that shit going around. Damn. Lack of accountability, man. Lack of accountability. I wish some of y'all, man, would start watching. We'll get off Fox News and CNN and all that shit and start watching C-SPAN, man. Start watching exactly what these people be talking about, so you can get a real glimpse on your Republicans and your Democrats when they're working for you, when they're arguing, when they're giving their arguments and shit like that and their questions and shit like that. I wish a lot of motherfuckers would do it this way, because you're gonna fucking... Because a lot of these cats, man, they I don't think that they are doing right, man. I don't think that they're doing right. And if all this and Aegon 17, you're probably not here anymore. Why they haven't hold a Senate floor or a House session or a Senate session, right? Why haven't they? How long has it been? I think it's been like a couple weeks. They haven't held One session. Why is that? Why is that when you when your very own, I don't know if it's your constituent or whatever, but your very own constituent, and people see that there's a problem with food prices or the border or whatever the case may be, right? How come all they do is this, but don't do nothing about it? They say it's a problem, and they say it's this person's fault, but they don't do nothing about it. They don't do absolutely nothing. But this same very person will kill the border bill, and he ain't even the president. He ain't even in office, and he's killing bills. Make that make sense. He's not in office, and he's killing bills. Make that make sense. Doesn't make any sense to me, but at the same time as you can't do nothing for the price of groceries or gas, medical insurance. You can't fix nothing. You don't want to fix nothing. You know, don't want to fix nothing. Just want to keep it the way it is. So I guess when you get in office, you can say you did that, or you can hold it against somebody. I don't think that's right. That ain't right. I mean, people can say whatever they want to about what I gotta say, but answer that fucking question. You know? Answer that fucking question. Motherfuckers ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. Jared Moskowitz had to start all that hurricane shit. Him and a couple of other guys. They had to start that shit. They had to say, hey man, we need to get together now because this Helene and this other one coming through. We need to get ahead of this shit. You know? But where they at now? Gone. They gone, homie. They gone. They jumped the goddamn coop. It's in here somewhere. They jumped the damn coop. They jumped the damn coop and sitting over there on vacation. On fucking vacation. Probably not even in Florida. Probably like, oh, I come back when everything is fixed. Yeah. Thanks for the 19 people that showed up that don't want to converse, but that's cool. There's probably folks scared about commenting on some Trump shit. Damn, that looked ooh-wee. Yeah. Damn, that something was crazy, man. Crazy world we live in. That's what I think, man. I think folks need to take them damn horse blinders off, man. It's like, you're a Republican, can't say nothing bad about Trump. You're a Democrat, can't say nothing bad about it. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling. You see the type of people he bring into his rally? It's kind of, Hulk Hogan and some comedian I never heard of. Dr. Phil, of all people. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, bud. And y'all saw that Joe Rogan interview. Don't fucking sit up over here and lie and act like Joe Rogan was sitting over there was like, ooh, Trump gave a good one. And this third, man, Joe Rogan turned them cameras off. Was like, why the fuck I voted for him? You know? Y'all give me 1 second. All right, bam. Have a good one. You too. Y'all know Joe Rogan left that bad boy and like, the fuck are you? What the fuck did I just watch? Why the fuck did I do that? He didn't. He was weaving in them questions, wasn't he? He was weaving. He was weaving all around, wasn't he? Fuck, I know. All right, I don't see nobody here. I don't see nobody in. I don't see. I thought she said Monday, and I don't see nobody here but me. Oh, it's 9:31 too. I'm gonna give it a little bit, and then I'm gonna see what's going on, and then I'm gonna and I'm gonna bounce. Give it a little bit and bounce, man. Yeah, but let me see. Make sure nobody messes me. All right, cool. Yeah, man. So that's what I got to say about it, man. I don't think Joe Rogan left that interview and was satisfied. I don't think he did. I don't think he left the interview and was satisfied with how it went. I think that he was. I think that at the end of the day, he didn't think it was gonna go as bad as it did. I thought it was horrible. I thought it was horrible. But then again, like, you know, I keep trying to tell folks, man, you know, imagine if that was Kamala Harris and she did an interview with Joe Rogan like that. Which really, they're not really interviews, they're more like conversations. Because Joe Rogan, he don't really, it seemed like he do more conversations than anything. It seemed like it's more of like, sit down, get comfortable, let's talk about some things. But his facial expressions and his just face, it didn't look good, man. Y'all think it went good? Let me see something. Because I don't think it did. Oh, he called me a loser. I like how he's... Who was this guy anyways? This Aegon 17. Who was this guy? Who was this guy? Mr. George. You hired this guy, Mr. George? You know? Now, I'm not saying that to like I told my homie, man, you want to vote for Trump, man, make sure when you go up in there and you vote for him, you know, you satisfied, you held his head high, and you happy about what you know what I'm saying? Be happy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that we all have the right to vote for whoever, for whatever reason that we want to vote for the person. You know, people shouldn't be sitting up over here calling people out of their name and shit like that, calling people idiots, and all that shit because they want to vote for somebody else that, you know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about being an American. You have a choice. You know what I'm saying? But the bad thing about it is, you know, too many people out here, they don't respect that. They don't respect it. You know, there's a difference between me saying I don't see why somebody would vote for somebody versus calling somebody out their fucking name. And it seems like, you know, because I'm down here in the Florida Keys, it's a mix, right? You got a mixture of people that are diehard Trump fans, and you got a mixture of people that are not. You know what I'm saying? That don't that see him like the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of these people, like a lot of these people, I ain't never really had a conversation with. I don't know them, but and just to say, like, going around here talking about something, this is whoop de whoop whoops country and shit like that. Like, make that make sense, dude. Make that make sense. Like, oh, this is whoop de whoop whoops country, and or this is this and the third. Make this shit make sense, man. To me, a lot of it is just a bunch of like the unbecoming of an adult. It's like, you know, somebody saying, yeah, I want people to stand up when I come in the room and this, that, and the third, and and then say how somebody else, when they walk in the room, everybody stands up. Yeah, that's cool and dandy and all, but the narcissism in it. You know? It seems like the way it is, the way this day and age with social media and all this shit is like a lot of people don't really earn respect. People just give it to them. But you know what I'm saying? They just give it to them. It was because they have a lot of followers. They have some nice graphics on their website. Nice. The video looks nice and clear and shit like that. But it seemed like a lot of the time it ain't got nothing to do with people earning the respect. You know? A lot of people don't earn it. They just expect it to be given, you know? And that's crazy. And I even equate that to some of these people, some of these social media black power pimps. Like a lot of people, they just give them the respect, you know, because they talk good. You know what I'm saying? They don't give them respect because they're actually doing something. A lot of these cats ain't doing shit, but sitting over there talking. Give me a couple of years. I'm gonna stop talking too. And start doing some shit. You know? And start putting my boot to the ground. You know? I'm gonna start doing, you would say, community involvement. You know? Politics is actually like really intriguing. Like it's a really thing that like kind of intrigues my mind as far as like what these people do outside of the cameras and stuff like that, and how bills get formed and how they work hard. Some people work hard for the American people and don't get the recognition that they deserve and shit like that. But it is what it is. But I'm out, man. I got to get to work. Peace.